Hi everyone, this is Alan Rosinski of Metro Manhattan Office Space. Now, when you have a commercial real estate need and you start calling around the brokerage community, interviewing brokers, invariably you're going to be asked to sign an exclusive agency agreement. And these agreements can have a major impact, so I'd like to discuss them this afternoon. So what is an exclusive? Well, it's what it sounds like. You're retaining the services of a real estate broker who's going to represent you solely for a fixed period of time. Now, exclusives apply to commercial real estate and residential real estate as well. If you're selling your apartment, you'd probably sign a contract with a brokerage firm to market that property for a fixed period of time. If you're looking for a rental property, you may sign an agreement with a broker who's going to find you that property and earn a commission once you've signed a lease. And for commercial real estate, you could hire a firm such as mine, Metro Manhattan Office Space, and work with me. And I would research the market and identify spaces that could work for your firm and show them to you. And if a deal was consummated, I would earn a commission. Now, on the rental side, if you're looking to lease property, exclusives are less common. I mean, though the larger firms, larger tenants almost always sign exclusives and have brokers represent them. But for the small requirements, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So, I mean, generally you call a broker up, they'll give you the contract which you can review, you can suggest amendments. I mean, the most critical clause, I think, to negotiate is the duration of the agreement. In my opinion, if you're a tenant, you want to give the broker a chance. You want to show them you appreciate their work, but you want to limit the duration of the agreement so you're not locked in for a long period of time. So when potential clients call my firm up and I have my initial discussion with them, I really don't push them for an exclusive. I mean, I find asking for an exclusive can put potential tenants off. They feel locked in. They don't know me. At the same time, I really do inquire if they're working with multiple brokers, and if they are, I may invest considerably less work into the requirement if I feel the chances of a successful outcome are limited, because what do I have? My inventory, what's of value to me is my time. And if somebody's starting off their search, generally I will ask them for a chance, a shot to do my job, and explain that working with multiple brokers does not mean that you're going to view multiple sets of space, that you're going to view more inventory, because brokers all have access to the same inventory. And if they know what they're doing, they're going to hone in on the right space. So it can be a little bit off-putting. My philosophy is if I do a really good job and my selection of space is good, everything's going to work out okay. And I do ask for a gentleman's agreement from clients that they do not work with other brokers while I am working with them. But you know, with the larger companies, it's different. The national real estate groups, they tend to strongly encourage clients to sign exclusives with them when they're doing tenant representation services. And I mean, there are advantages for the tenant. I mean, if you're working with a broker, I mean, let's be real here, and you don't have the exclusive, a lot of brokers would be tempted to push you into a space which isn't right for you. They may withhold information because they figure you're working with 5 or 6 other brokers, and whoever gets a deal done first is going to earn the commission. So it can encourage somewhat less than ethical behavior. I mean, an upside is if you do sign an exclusive with a broker, it shows that you're serious about the requirement, that you're willing to give them a shot to do their job. So you know, that's an advantage. It may motivate them. They may be more honest, and they're supposed to really be representing your interest if you sign that exclusive with them. The big disadvantage of an exclusive is if you have a broker who does not know the market, who does not take the time to do sufficient research, who does not provide a high level of service, you're kind of stuck for the duration of the contract. So you got to be really, really careful. Now, if you're selling property, if you're selling a home, residential, or if you're selling a commercial condominium or a building, in that case, it's customary to hire a broker exclusively for a certain period of time. But I'd be careful. I would get references, do your research, try to see if any reviews on their services are available, because it's a very, very big decision for you. In the instances where my firm does request a business sign an exclusive, it's generally in situations where the requirement is complicated and will entail a lot of research, and tenants don't really understand that researching potential properties is extremely time-consuming. It's a lot of research, a lot of discussion with managing agents, landlords, and by the time you hear back, on what seems like a simple requirement, you can spend a week, half a week, trying to find the right spaces. But what I think is fair under those circumstances is a short-term exclusive. So from the broker's side, you see that the client is serious, and from the business's side, they're not locked in with the service. There's a higher comfort level in the event, which it doesn't happen. Let's say somebody signed an exclusive with me, I try to perform. I think I really do. But in the event that I didn't, they would be off the hook fast enough. So I think something like a 1-month exclusive is fine. And I mean, I've been in situations like that in the past, and they're almost always renewed because I provide a high level of service generally. If you have any questions, please tweet them to me. My Twitter handle is @MetroManhattan. Of course, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And until the next time, take care now.